NelsonJoypad.com bring you another original. It's fucking great.
Mouse and Joypad were at EGX last week, EGX Rezzed down in London. We had a slight problem with one of our cameras, which meant that this particular interview never got captured on film. What we do have is the audio interview with Nick Burcombe, the creator of Tabletop Racing World Tour. Apologies for the low quality, like I say, we did have some technical issues, but to make up for that, here's some gameplay footage of the game in action and Nick telling us about the game in his own words.
TTR World Tour is a brand new game for consoles, and it'll be going to PC and Xbox too. The mobile game that we did 3 years ago, I think it was 2013, it was launched on iOS. It's a much simpler game, much more, there's no dynamic environments, it's very cut back. And although it runs very smoothly and it's very well executed and was well received by Apple and Google, both made it editor's choice, this isn't a sequel to that game. This is a brand new version of our franchise, which is Tabletop Racing. It captures the same spirit as Tabletop Racing, but this kind of adds all the expected bells and whistles on it for console gamers. So 8-player multiplayer network play, not something you can do on a mobile phone easily, right?
Yeah.
So dynamic environments and then dynamic objects in the network game as well is actually quite hard to do. It's adding an awful lot of network traffic. And of course we've revamped the whole weapon system as well, added new weapons. We've also introduced the super weapon system, which is about halfway through the game. Super weapons get unlocked, and what super weapons allow you to do, rather than just pick up one pickup bubble weapon, you can then drive through a second one and upgrade it.
Alright, so it's sort of two-stage.
Two-stage, yeah. And then when you upgrade it, it's not just the cars you can attack, it's also some bits of the environment as well. So there's certain elements and they glow in the game, they let you know where they are, right? It's not just a random discovery thing. Basically you can blow those out the way, and then that creates shortcuts and openings and hidden things and reveals where the super coins are, and there's all sorts of extra stuff. So every level's got multiple kind of game design passes on it. Every environment, there's 5 environments in the game, and there's 4 routes per environment. So route A on every track is going to be the easy one, well, fairly straightforward. Route B gets a little bit more complicated, but it uses a common start grid, a bit like Ridge Racer. Do you remember how they used to just add extra chunks on, right? Yeah. Well, this gets a little bit more complicated than that. And so there's 4 routes per circuit, so there's 20 tracks in the game, and obviously we're planning more for DLC as well. There is 7 gameplay modes, including multiplayer, but you've got like Hot Lap, where you've got 90 seconds to give us your best time, and you have your 3-star times to beat. So certain elements from the mobile game remain true to TTR. The level of sophistication is something we can't put this game on mobile at all. Nowhere. No.
So can I ask, obviously it's a game that's really built around multiplayer.
Yeah, largely. I mean,
with the 8-player multiplayer?
It's 8-player live multiplayer, yeah.
Can you have local multiplayer, or is it purely online?
We're focused at the moment on the online single screen experience, but obviously our plan is to continually support TTR with whatever our audience wants. So one of the things we're trying to do is get people to come and follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and engage with us and be part of the community. If you love TTR, come and be a part of it and tell us what it is you want it to be. Within certain parameters, we can turn it into whatever we want. There are a number of compromises doing a local multiplayer split screen, in terms of we wouldn't be able to retain 60 Hz and have the graphical fidelity. Yeah. We would have to pare a lot of things back because you're rendering it quite a lot, 4 times effectively. But there are compromises that we can make that people, it already does various LOD and on the cars in particular. And you don't notice any slip in quality as the cars vanish into the distance. It's all very smooth and very nicely done. So it's something that it hasn't been a primary focus, but we're aware that people would like to have that thing where you're sat on the couch and you can punch each other on the arm for hitting me on the finish line, right? We like that as well. But we wanted to make sure you could get out there with a full kind of 8-player network experience, which is technically more complicated to do, but we wanted that, and you'll understand why in May. Yeah?
You have to give the gamers what they want.
Well, I
They
mean,
want online gameplay.
they want online gameplay primarily, but we love the idea of couch gameplay as well, and there's a lot of fun to be had there. And this game is, the launch of a game nowadays is only the start of it, not the end of it.
Yeah.
It used to be fire and forget, but now it's fire and support. So you've got to keep going with it, and we can turn it into whatever they ask it to be. But come and engage with us. That's what we'd always say. Very exciting for us. We've gone. The mobile game was built with a team of 3 guys. An extraordinary effort, bearing in mind there's quite a lot of content in that game as well, but it was myself and Chris and another programmer that didn't join the business in the end, and did very well, on a shoestring budget. The first indie game I've done, I've always worked at big studios like Sony. It's quite an achievement, I think, and this is only made by 7 guys, and there's a lot of stuff in there. You've got 12 cars on the core base pack, 5 circuits, 4 routes on each. There's a lot going on.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe for more EGX Rezzed interviews, content and all the good stuff that you love Mouse and Joypad for. Take care and I'll see you next time.